Hello class, we are from group 8. We'll be present the result of our discussion about passive method of insect collection. Our member is Rizkia Hubba, number 136, and Gagas Candra Pranata, 138, and Rizal Zaka Nurhakim, 143. Next. The first is introduction. What is passive method of insect collection? Passive collection method is in the passive collection method, the collector is not directly involved in the insect collection process. Passive sample collection require the installation of trap, bait, or trap depending on the activity of the target insect. This method is most widely used in the insect collection. The second is various method. Various in collection method is first is like trap, two in pitfall trap, sticky trap, and the last is pheromone trap. Like trap, first is like trap. Like trap is a device unit for catching or attracting insects that are attracted to light at night. This tool serves to determine the presence or number of insect population on agricultural land. This tool is usually placed or hung in a strategic place. The main component of leg trap are or also known as a leg trap or leg, funnel and plastic bag, as well as a roof frame. The lamp with a minimum power of 100 watt serves to attract insect at night. The funnel is the entry point for insect. The plastic bag serves to accommodate the caught insect. Then the roof frame function to protect the light and catches, especially from rain. Next, the way this trap works is the light are placed in the rice field on the edge of a pavement. The location can be adjusted to the condition of the place because this tool uses light, so it's require of source of electricity. One unit of light trap as monitoring can be used for an area of 300 to 500 hectare. Well, for control an area of 50 hectare, the lake are turned on every day starting from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the charge is taken every morning and the observer the type and number of insect caught.
The second is a pitfall trap. A pitfall trap is a trapping pit for small animals, such as insects, amphibians, and reptiles. Pitfall traps are a sampling technique mainly used for ecology studies and ecology pest control. Animals that enter a pitfall trap are unable to escape. This is a form of passive collection, as opposed to active collection where the collector catches each animal by hand or with a device such as a butterfly net. Active collection may be difficult or time-consuming, especially in habitat where it is hard to see the animals such as thick grass. Pitfall traps come in a variety of size and design. They come in two main forms, dry and wet pitfall traps. Dry pitfall traps consist of a container, tin, jar, or drum, buried in the ground with its rim at surface level used to trap mobile animals that fall into it. Wet pitfall traps are basically the same, but contain a solution designed to kill and preserve the trapped animals. The fluid that can be used in this trap include formalin, 10% formaldehyde, methylated spirit, alcohol, ethylene glycol, trisodium phosphate, picric acid, or even with daily check traps, then water. A little detergent is usually added to break the surface tension of the liquid to promote quick drowning. The opening is usually covered by a slope, stone, or lid, or some other object. This is done to reduce the amount of rain and debris entering the trap, and to prevent animals in dry traps from drowning when it rains or overheating during the day, as well as to keep out predators. Sticky traps are insect traps designed based on the insect preference for a certain color. Sticky traps are made based on the nature of insects that love the bright yellow color. This is due to the streaking yellow color similar to the color of the flower petals that are in full bloom. Yellow traps can be made in a square or cylindrical shape or with cardboard, yellow plastic folders, plywood, mineral water bottle, and so on. Yellow traps or sticky traps are more attractive to insects than orange, white, blue, green, and colorless traps. Yellow traps are also more effective in catching pests than blue traps. The function of the yellow color is actually to attract pests closer because at night the yellow trap looks lit. Meanwhile, blue is used to bind, so that pests cannot fly and die. In addition to saving drug costs, by using yellow traps, plant productivity increases.
And then for the next is pheromone trap animals to communicate with each other. Pheromones are of various types and functions. For example, aggregation pheromones cause insects to come together on a host and trail pheromones mark foraging pathways. Insect and these chemical signals to help attract mates, warn other of predators, or find food. Some pheromones regulate reproductive behavior, and sex pheromones attract mates of the same species. Sex pheromones are released slowly over extended periods and are active at limited distances from the sources. Pheromone trap is a type of insect trap that use pheromones to lure insects. Sex pheromones and aggregating pheromones are the most common types used. Pheromone traps are used both to count insect populations by sampling and also to trap pests. Pheromone traps can also be used in many ways, such as for detecting insects early in the season, for season-long monitoring of pest abundance, for attracting insects away from main crops, for monitoring target pests in agriculture or in residential areas. Early detection of pest insects using pheromone traps can also lessen damage to agriculture and other plants. And then important things uh, at this topic, we should know to about things to remember when collecting insects. Before starting an insect collection, we should know how to properly capture, kill, mount, preserve, and label the insect. The first thing is the key to getting different insect is to collect in different habitats at different times of the day, and we should remember that some insects only come out at night. And then the second thing is some important equipment for collecting include insect net, killing jar, forceps, relaxing jar, spreading board, pinning block, insect pens and labels, and also a storage box. And the third things, during the course of preparation and mounting, insect should always have some type of temporary label or number, date, and the place of collection. It's recommended to print on slightly thicker paper. Another things we should remember in mind when collecting insects are certain methods and traps are used to collect only certain specific types of insect from their particular habitats. And then beside that, the collecting method doesn't only depend on the insect type or group to be collected, but the need of collecting live or dead insect also be considered. This is the reference about our presentation, and thank you.